You're listening to The Idiot's Catalog.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Idiot's Catalog podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Leland Long.
Yeah, and I'm another one of your hosts, Charlie Dawson.
You looked so confused.
Because you didn't. Did you? Are we recording?
Yeah, we've been recording for like a minute.
What?
I got all that cat talk in there.
What?
Um,
Today we're joined by our friend and yours, Jeffrey Emerson.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank
Did you do
you
Jeff
so
or
much.
Jeffrey?
There's a story to that. I'm swinging back to Jeff though.
Oh, are
My
you?
wife calls me Jeff.
Okay.
We're on pretty familiar terms.
Yeah, I would hope so.
I think you got to know me at least 14 years to call me Jeff.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm glad we can burn up another 3 or 4 minutes on that.
No, that's great. I
Thanks
love
for being here.
I'm Leland, but no, I don't let anyone call me Lee.
Leals?
I've gotten Leals before. My sisters call me Leals.
Layla?
Layla?
Yeah. Like
Le-
from Star Wars?
Oh,
You know it from Star Wars?
yeah.
Princess Layla?
Princess Layla.
With the buns? You mean Princess Leia?
Princess Layla.
Princess Layla.
He's
It's her
confused.
sister.
They named their
us.
daughters Leia and Layla.
Layla.
They had to mark them
And
with
they're
a
hot.
Sharpie.
They're both hot.
Whoa, you have
Yeah,
a wife.
well, I mean, come on.
You are married.
I'm talking about a woman, God rest her soul, who's dead, who played a fictional character, and her imaginary sister,
Who, Carolee Fisher?
dead.
All right, everybody. If you don't know, this is an inventions-based podcast,
Oh,
and we
yeah.
like to just jump straight into the inventions. Jeffrey, do you have an invention idea you would like to share with us?
So it's it's something that I could invent.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying, is it something that I could invent,
It's
or is
anything.
it something that pisses me off already that it exists on the earth?
Whatever you want to talk
That
about.
hath been invented already.
Sure. We could give... sometimes we do invention shout-outs. Maybe this could be our first invention shout-down.
Ooh.
Where we're upset about it.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of inventions that I've encountered recently that drive me insane.
Okay.
And every single invention that I came up with has its origin in the cellular telephone.
Gotcha.
So I know you hired me
Yeah.
because you were expecting an old-timey kind of
Yeah.
regalia, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly
Let's
why.
get some of the
That was what we talked about in our business meeting.
let's
Yeah.
get some of the older folks around here and see what their opinion is. You know what I mean? So the cell phone.
Yeah. We're expecting a lot of back in my days.
Yeah.
No, it just changed.
I saw you do a joke about moving to New York in '98, and I was
That-
like, we
and-
got to get this guy.
Promptly came up to me in the middle of my set.
Middle of his set.
After the laughs, after the applause had subsided.
Well, at least
from my,
that. At least
from
they
my
didn't cut
90s
off the
stuff,
laughs.
he waited until everyone stopped clapping, and then he was like, I need to have you on my podcast immediately. Tuesday. This was 3 days ago,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'm here already. That's how hot my 90s stuff is.
Jeffrey, it was not 3 days ago.
What?
Your show is on Thursdays.
Okay. So
It is Tuesday.
how we're going to talk about this. Okay.
So cell phones.
Thursday night to Friday night,
Okay.
right? Saturday, Sunday, you're right. It's 5 days. I mean, somebody should invent a calculator. You know what I mean? All right, maybe I should count on. What are these? Oh, my fingers. Okay.
Maybe like a calculator calendar, so you
Yeah.
can add up the days.
Yeah.
You look like you got a calculator watch there.
No, it just tells time.
Okay.
I do like that that thing you just brought up, the calculator calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Something where you can just put in like Tuesday, March 5th to this date, and it tells you exactly how many days are
It's
in
on your
between.
phone.
Is that? Can you do
can
that?
do that on your phone. Yes.
What?
You go into your calculator, and there's a search icon.
I've been using that for pornography.
This is my point.
Yeah, that's
It works for other things too.
Really?
It really does.
Getting a lot of 8008S.
You can search your birthday. So, for instance, my birthday is August 4th, 1872.
Do you want me to cut that out?
And, I'm sorry. My birthday is in 1980. Even when I try to make myself young, I go for 1986. 1986 was as young as I was willing. I would be 37 years old. I can't even pretend I'm 31.
Jeffrey, you look great.
I have
How
problems.
old are you?
I have problems.
I feel like you're.
Let's see if we can solve those problems with some inventions.
So you're a telephone. You go to your calendar, gang. Go to your calendar. There's a search thing. If you want to see what day of the week you were born on in, let's say, 1991 or however the hell old you are, you would. Was I close?
No, I'm 4 years off.
Okay. It's hard to know like what age each year equals. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I use my calculator calendar.
There's a search bar in your calendar on your phone. You can look up a specific date. You can see how many days it's been since fucking whatever. It's your phone.
Okay.
And since you're gonna be there already for 11 hours today, you go pop over to the calendar section. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just take a little break.
Yeah.
So what is your gripe about the phone? Like, what specific part of the phone do you not like?
That I'm just on it all of the time.
Yeah.
And my wife is on it too. And we have those little fights where we're supposed to be watching a television show. Okay. You realize in the 1970s people would have dinner, make eye contact all night.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you just come from therapy? I feel like you're raw about your age.
Put on a
right
record and then have sex.
Whoa. What the hell?
But
But
now
even
we're
then,
just,
I think people would be like, I hate records. Back in the day, you'd talk through all of sex.
Yeah.
And now this is causing too much noise.
so change is inevitable.
Yeah.
Right?
Change is
But
inevitable.
we yell at each other because we're not watching TV together. We should be cell phones down watching TV together.
Okay, I have an idea.
Right?
This is a problem.
Okay.
I have an invention idea to solve it. There's a TV remote that instead of putting batteries in the back, you have to put full phones into the back of it to get the TV remote to work.
That's great.
And you can't use your phone.
You can't because it's in the remote.
It doesn't operate as a regular phone.
Yeah, it like disables the phone.
Yeah,
while
it
it's in
disables the
remote.
phone.
It's
It's
only-
like trapped inside the
And
remote,
if you
like
take,
a battery.
If you take the phone out, remote doesn't work, so that you have to get up and get some exercise to manually.
Yeah,
Well,
the
I
big-
assume
great.
you have a dial TV still.
The big knob.
Yeah, I have to walk over there. And there's only 3 channels.
Adjust the antennas.
Right?
Do you use a typewriter?
I don't.
Okay.
No, I use a computer. I'm
Everything's
a hip
written with a
guy.
quill.
I run around town, right?
Yeah.
I'm on Instagram like everybody. Come on, I'm a hip guy.
I have an invention that I could just tie in with this real quick, if you don't
Please.
mind.
Oh, yeah.
So my invention was.
Hey, Charlie, why don't you put that thing in an anthill and watch him feed it to the queen? What do you got?
Queen's about to be hungry, man. So my invention was a printer that instead of using ink, because ink is so expensive, it uses human blood. So you connect you connect a vein to the printer, and it uses your blood, not all of your blood, but some of your blood.
You're like, this is my last will and testament. I'm going to need it sooner rather than later.
Perfect.
I'm using all my blood for it.
So like
You mean it.
a phone that you connect to your vein, and every time you use it, it sucks a little bit of blood out, so that you don't want to be on your phone or else you get woozy.
It's the new minutes.
It's the new, yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm running low on blood.
I'm running low
I
on
gotta
blood.
go.
Gotta get off Twitter.
I only have 6% of my blood left, so I'm gonna have to run.
You go on low blood mode. You get more out
That's
of
a great
it.
idea.
You guys got some blood I could borrow? Mine is running low.
Maybe negative. It won't fit your phone.
It's preventative. It's preventative.
Yeah.
This invention.
Because I'm on the phone too much. I think everyone's on their phone too much. It takes you out
It's
of the
just
moment.
so funny to have a fight with my wife that we're not watching another screen together because
Yeah.
we're both on these screens.
Yeah.
We are looking at 2 screens at the same time.
I got another one for you.
Yeah.
Big phone. You can't hold it with one person. You need 2 people to hold it.
That's such a good idea. That's such
And
a
then
good idea.
you can each, maybe it's just 2 separate parts where you can each scroll your own screen, or it's one big screen and you scroll together, but it's like...
I think you need 2 people to use the phone.
Yeah.
So it's a thing that we have to do together. Listen, I gotta write a little email for work. If you have 45 minutes later, and then you get together.
You each have a key on a necklace that you have to turn into the phone at the same time to operate it.
That's good. Saving marriages everywhere.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
some people would argue that it's good for marriage to not have to ever make eye contact with the person that you're married to.
Yeah.
Is maybe a good thing for some people.
You could always divorce your wife.
I love my wife. I'm
No, I'm just saying
crazy
you
about
could
my wife.
always do that. I'm not
Yeah.
saying you have to.
No,
You're crazy about her?
I'm nuts about her. Which
Then
is
get
why-
off your phone, you
Well, it's
heathen.
why I want to see more of her eyes and face. And also, we get into this thing where it's like, who's on the phone more? Whose problem is this really?
Oh, yeah.
Which is where the big phone comes into play.
Right?
It's
'Cause
our
it's
problem,
split.
sweetheart.
Yeah.
At least we're working together. It's like team building for like a marriage. You know?
And the charger scales, too, in size. It's a giant charger. You got to plug into it.
You're holding it in his 2 hands.
Yeah. Can you order an Uber? All right. Oh,
I
man.
think that's a great idea. I hope to find someone one day to be in a relationship with to experience some of this stuff.
Get your big phone now, buddy. Get ready.
all
So
right.
far,
You're not going to be able to use it until you find that person, but
Charlie Dawson has told me 3 things today. The first thing he said to me was I was a handsome man.
He is a
Okay.
handsome
Now
man.
he's
Check out
suggested
our
that I
YouTube.
divorce my wife. And thirdly, he's looking for love.
yeah.
I'm looking for. You're straight though.
I'm married. I'm straight, but come on. I mean, we're all a little something. Right?
Yeah. everyone
You know,
has a
I'm
little something.
17% fucking whatever, but I'm married.
Native
I
American.
found my gal.
It depends on how much blood you used on your typewriter.
That's true.
No, I'm not hitting on you, Jeffrey. That'd
get
be
woozy.
rude to your wife.
I think it's actually sweet to me.
Ah, yeah,
You know
it'd
that?
be rude to your wife.
I got. I have an invention idea that goes along with what we've been talking about with phones and
Okay.
eye
Hey,
contact.
could you put in a nasal spray? Fucking save me from these allergies.
Yeah, buddy. So this is my least favorite part about a phone is the fact that you look down and it like affects posture. And they say that everyone's just gonna be like hunchback in 30 years or whatever when you're dead. But I want a pair of glasses that has mirrors so you can keep your head straight up and the mirrors point down at your phone so you can just look at your phone.
That's awesome.
Great. And it's also for some people to see like the other side of themselves. I see what I did?
Yeah.
I walked right into the D.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah.
walked directly over to the D.
If you guys don't know, we have a rule on this podcast.
No D.
I went
Ds.
straight to the D, using the mirrors to look at the D.
But
That's a
then
great
you could
idea.
have another mirror that looks back up at you, and you can see how you look with these ridiculous glasses on, and be like, "Do I need to be looking at my phone right now?" You know?
No.
That's fair.
Oh, how about this? You know those clocks? I think you have a clock like this, Leland, that projects onto the roof.
Yeah.
How about that, but for the phone? So you can hold your phone down here, and
The
it
screen projects
up. Yeah,
up?
in front of your
Wow.
face. Wouldn't that be sick?
Wow.
That would be really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, these are just some of the ideas we have here on the Idiots Catalog. Follow us on YouTube to see Jeffrey's perfect face.
Phones.
The phones are too much, man.
They are too much.
That being said, I got some stinkers. Can I get into one of them?
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
Leland, what the hell do I do with this goddamn invention?
Oh, Charlie, throw it out of a moving plane with a parachute on. Let it land safe. What do you got? If you haven't gathered yet, Jeffrey, this
How
is...
dare you? I gathered. I gathered on the first one. I was like, this is a thing. And of course.
That'd be weird if he hadn't gathered yet.
Yeah.
Every time he just goes, "What the hell are these guys
like,
doing?"
that's wild.
That's wild.
These are my people. They're using old-timey talk.
Jeffrey was born in 15 AD. So, hey, listen, don't talk to me until I've had
Too
my
soon.
goddamn coffee. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
I'm a grumpy grumpster before I've had my caffeine, my cup of joe in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it's too much to get out of bed, roll out of bed, and turn on that coffee pot.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Okay.
And so my idea, my invention, one of my inventions for this week is called the coffee alarm. And so my alarm hasn't been working recently. I sleep right through it. Coffee's a hot beverage. So maybe an alarm that pours hot coffee in my mouth.
In your mouth.
Yeah, not on my face. That'd be crazy. I want to drink the coffee.
Here's what I was thinking when you first brought this up was like a pillow that is also can hold liquids,
Uh-huh.
and the coffee pours into that, so it's really hot on your face.
So good. No, listen to me.
Okay.
It depends on if you like iced coffee, hot coffee, how you like your coffee.
Yeah, I don't
Okay?
really drink coffee. but-
Let's say you like kindly warm coffee. You pour the hot coffee into your pillow at night, right? You sleep
Oh.
on it. Now, this doesn't work for people who do like a piping hot pillow, but for the rest of us, Sleep on it all night. Have some dreams, will you? Get some rest.
Yeah,
You're
I
gonna
was-
need it.
You keep
Tomorrow's
trying
a
to
big
flip
day.
your pillow. It's just sizzling on each side.
By the time you wake up, you're gonna be a little sunburned. But by the time you wake up, coffee's gone down to a regular temperature, and there's just a simple nozzle. We already have it in technology, like a beach bowl, like the
a
clear
wine
thing that you put
bag.
in.
You have to slap
Pop
it to
that
get the
off.
coffee
You can
out.
squeeze the coffee right into your mouth. Put it back on the thing. You're back asleep for another 5. You're back asleep,
It's a snooze function.
right? And what's gonna happen is, let's say you wake up. You got to be up at 7. Wake up
Yeah.
at 6:30. Have a couple of hits of coffee, right?
Then you
doze off
slept
again.
5 hours.
You're bolt upright by 6:52. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get an extra 8 minutes on the day.
I do like the idea of a hot coffee versus cold coffee, and whichever extreme has to be the most of that.
Yeah.
You know, if they want hot coffee, it's really hot coffee.
Yeah.
But if they want iced coffee, like cold brew, it is freezing to the point
bonus.
where your body
Kelvin.
sticks to it.
Kelvin,
Yeah.
right?
Either way, you're not getting any sleep.
I just like this idea, though, of these things that we need, like clothes, right? A pillow, a chair, being made of things that you can eat.
Okay.
Have you ever? You've been married for 1,400 years. Do you ever? You and your wife ever do the edible undergarments thing?
Undergarments?
You mean
the
the-
full corset?
You mean that was popular in 1971? No. No, because what I learned as a child, because eventually, if you grow up in the 80s, you're going to come across a pair of edible underwear somewhere, even if it's just as Spencer's gifts.
Yeah.
God bless.
My
thought this
teachers
was,
used
like,
to
in
give
the
them to me all the
streets.
time.
Yeah. It's basically fruit roll-up. It's like
Yeah.
fruit leather in the shape of an undergarment.
Yeah.
Fruit Leather, the sponsor of our podcast.
Yeah.
So you never tried
I've
it?
eaten it. I haven't
You
eaten it
have?
off. No, I haven't eaten it off a person though.
Oh.
You've just bought it at Spencer's and eaten it as you're walking out.
I'm walking out, so I don't have to pay for it. I'm over at the corner. I'm like, what the hell is this stuff? I've always wondered. And I open it, and I'm like, now what am I gonna guess? I gotta eat it. And then you just throw the rabbit. It's like going to Whole Foods. You know what I mean? Like, who's ever gonna pay at that place?
Sir, are you buying this bra for
No.
your significant other? No, I'm just hungry. I need a snack.
Yeah. I'm just eating through. You used to be able to do that.
I like the idea of a snooze alarm. Snooze alarm.
Have I got news for you?
I like snooze could be. I like the idea of an alarm that has time involved.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like for the snooze, you could use like cream to snooze. You know.
Oh.
So you get a shot of coffee, and then you're like, I don't want to get up yet. So you hit snooze, and it gives you a little shot of half and half to like, tame the coffee. And then the soothing half and half, it soothes you to sleep.
That sounds like a lot to hold in your mouth at the same time.
Yeah.
Tell me
You
about
gotta
it.
hold the cream in your mouth until the coffee comes?
No. Coffee first, cream later.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about having like the alarm clock. You pour the cream into it to snooze.
Oh,
So you
no.
have like cream next to your bed, and you're like, okay, put this in.
That's pretty cool.
And
So-
then if you want to keep snoozing,
yeah.
your coffee's going to be super creamy and gross at the end of the...
Yeah, you get like two, because I'm a 2 cream guy, and so I would get 2 snoozes.
Mhm.
That's a great. I love that. You get 2 snoozes.
A
Yeah.
2 cream guy.
Jeffrey, you.
Meanwhile, I look across the room,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
And I see a book that's displayed. There's lots of other nice books. There's Shakespeare. There's How to Pet a Cat.
Yeah.
And over here, How to Drink Tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about it?
Are you trying to think of a tea version? How we can wing tea into this?
Well,
and
it seems like you're a tea. We got a couple tea drinkers over here.
I like
Yeah.
tea.
Yours,
yeah,
right?
I'm
I
a
like
big
tea.
You like a tea?
guy. Yeah,
Mhm.
probably 4 or 5 cups a day.
Okay. Are you okay with the way that tea is made?
No,
I
I
mean,
hate
would you change anything about it?
I think people who put.
I feel like I'm getting trapped into something here.
I think milk in the tea is disgusting. I think if you put milk in your tea, you're weird, and you should not be alive.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I do milk in my coffee. If you put milk in your tea, it's like why are you breathing still? You know what I mean?
I don't care about tea that much.
No?
Yeah.
Like, I will drink the tea with the cream or without. Actually, I guess I prefer milk. And I think in New York, we really do milk. You go other places and it's always cream. But here, it seems like people want to do milk. Because cream, you can really ruin a cup of anything with too much cream.
Yeah.
Milk, it's milk.
That's
know?
why I'm saying with this alarm clock, you keep putting in cream if you keep snoozing.
It's undrinkable.
It's
undrinkable.
Ruined.
It's undrinkable.
Anyways, Jeffrey, you get hung up on the funniest things.
Yeah, I love it.
I love it. Leland, what do you got? You got an invention?
I do.
Put on a bulletproof vest. Fucking let me shoot you in the chest.
Oh!
So this is for the military.
Hey!
This is
Isn't that weird when it syncs up?
yeah. This is for
Shooting people in the chest.
this is for like an army guy. It's large clown shoes that have many regular footprints on the bottom of it.
Okay.
So it looks like there's much more people traveling. So you get like a squad of these guys all with these giant shoes to walk through the forest or whatever, and people come across it and there's like, oh, there was 100 people here, you know?
They'd have to be wide though, not long. They'd have to go wide.
Whatever it needs.
That's amazing. But I feel like murderers could wear those to the crime scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you went to murder someone, there's so many.
Yeah, you're like, how? There
Footprints.
we're looking for 12 guys.
What happened here? I'm not sure. We got one body. Okay, we know that.
Can you imagine how terrifying that would be if you're getting murdered by that person and they're just walking up on you with these giant shoes?
I said I was afraid of clowns.
These fucking snowshoes.
You know, I mean, talk about a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah. Talk about
yeah.
a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Just big old shoes to deceive someone into thinking that there are more people traveling.
I think that is a great idea. I would
Yeah.
get those.
You would get those?
I don't know where I would keep them, but I would get them.
What applications would you use that? Like, why would you need that in your life?
I mean, murder, obviously.
Yeah.
Right? How about this? How about I have a birthday party, which drives me nuts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I would-
Because it reminds you that you're getting older?
No, because you go through those moments when you don't think anybody's going to come.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hosting a comedy show every week is very much the same because
Yeah.
you go through a moment when no one's there
Yeah.
and you're like, is no one going to come? But the moment, I need a backyard for this. Is that okay? I don't currently have a backyard.
That's okay.
If I lived in a home with a backyard and it was grassy,
Yeah.
okay, birthday party day, I'd put on the big shoes because they're silly and I like wearing some silly stuff on my birthday anyway. And then I would walk around the backyard, trample the grass down, make some footprints. So if only one or two people showed up, I could be like, you guys missed the party. There were so many people. Look at this grass. Oh my gosh. They practically ruined the grass. There were so many
You're
folks
just
here.
really upset about the grass.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you did it.
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be like people coming to the party. The first person that shows up at the party doesn't see enough footprints, and they're like, I'm just going to go home. There's not enough people here. But if you got these shoes on, then they're like,
do. This place is obviously busy. This is a busy party.
busy party. Yeah. Oh, man.
What's the busiest party you've ever been to?
Oh, I go to a lot of parties for work, and those been pretty busy.
Okay.
Super Bowl after parties are pretty busy.
Oh!
Yeah.
How about you?
Busiest party I've ever been to?
Yeah.
The party of people that had sex with your mother.
They were celebrating that day.
Yeah.
Because it was so good.
Yeah.
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 Because she's a tender lover.
They're like, you know what? Normally I don't do this, but we should get out the streamers because this was great.
I don't know, busiest party I've ever. I went to a club in Brooklyn one time, and it was so crowded that I felt like I couldn't breathe, so I left. It was called Jupiter. I think Jupiter Club or Jupiter Bar in Bushwick.
Ever heard of it?
Really,
It's very busy.
Yeah.
it was really fun.
Can't handle the busy, get out of the kitchen is what I always say.
Yeah, can't handle the busy. Get out of the train station. That's what I always say.
Was it in a train station?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Nice. Jeffrey, do you have any other invention ideas you would like to share with us? Or things you'd like to talk about?
Oh yeah, weren't you going to
Invention-wise?
denounce one?
I think that was the phone.
Well, the cell phone
okay.
was enough for all of us, and everything that came up because of the cell phone.
Yeah.
It's funny.
okay if you don't, 'cause
There's-
we got more.
This is what I'll say. Modern era, right? There's You know how many ATMs there are? You know how every
12.
bodega, there's ATMs, there's 12 ATMs every block. You know this, right?
Yeah.
Those ATMs, about to blow your mind, used to be payphones.
What?
They used to be payphones.
You just blew my
So
mind.
you would go around town with a pocket full of quarters. I was a young actor, and I would go around and just hang out and skateboard around and play some pool and check my messages. And you just have a pocket full of quarters.
On the payphone, you check
You'd
your
call
messages?
into the payphone, and if it went right through to your voicemail, you knew you had a message. But if it rang, you would hang up and you would get your quarter back. But for that reason, I had payphones around town where I remembered getting excellent news.
Oh, that's
so
fun.
cool.
It was like a little story about your life. Like there was one over by Bryant Park where I got some news about one thing. There's a payphone that was on 1st and 23rd where I finally got a date with a girl that I liked.
Aw.
Like, so it was a very physical it was very visceral.
That's so cool.
And of course, all of those payphones have been ripped the fuck out.
Yeah, and we all have the regular cell phone now.
yeah.
So what about this, to recapture some of that magic?
Yeah.
A sensor in your phone that senses how happy you are during a call
Yeah.
and does like a little ping on the map wherever you are
Yeah.
to show you like,
I love it.
oh, you found out you're a father that day, you know,
The
or something like
Happiness
that.
Brothers.
The Happiness Brothers. That's
We're going to take care of you. Huh?
I love that, dude.
I really like that concept of like
Yeah.
the place, attaching a memory with a place.
Because I have that in New York even without the payphone. Oh, yeah.
I mean, 9/11. I found out about 9/11 on a payphone.
What?
On
Wow.
South 2nd in Bedford. Long story
I know
short,
what that is.
moved to New York in 1998. It doesn't sound like a short story, does it? I slept through 9/11. It was the last night of a thing I did. I went to Smalls.
Was it the last night of planning for 9/11?
It was. We had a lot of planning to do. Getting the planes were ridiculous. The plane in Pennsylvania, we totally blew that one. I don't know what the hell happened there. People rose up. We couldn't count on that. But no, but I was out all night. I was at the Smalls Jazz Club. I came back home at 8:00 in the morning, as we were wont to do back then.
Cocaine?
I woke up at 1:00 in the afternoon, and the bells next door at the church were ringing. I came outside, and it was insanity. And I went to this particular payphone, and I checked my messages, and I had 30 new messages. And so even that,
Holy
the
shit.
tragedy, never forget.
Yeah. So it could also like pick up sadness
Right.
in your voice and leave pings for that as well. If you want, you could opt into that setting.
Yeah, I'd like that.
You'd
could,
like that?
And you could
Yeah.
have filters like for breakups,
Yeah.
deaths in the family.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hope to have a breakup one of these days.
You got to date somebody to break up with them, Charlie.
What?
What are you trying to do? Speaking of phones,
What's up?
okay,
Okay.
you on the app. So how are you trying to date these people?
I have a date Thursday night. I got a date Thursday night with a lady.
Speaking of I wish we had some streamers for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
right?
could come down.
We used them all in the party about your mom having sex. We used them
She's
all.
so
there.
good.
Yeah.
I mean, she was a great mother, but man, she was really good in bed too. I can
Oh,
only
man.
say that because she's dead.
My bad.
It's okay, because I'm old. That's the thing. When you get old, at least one of your parents is dead, and sometimes, as in my case, both of my parents are dead.
Jeffrey, you're in New York 29.
I'm in New York 29 out of 10. Right? I'm a Buffalo 53. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Leland, do you got an invention?
I do.
Wait, I think is it
Yeah,
mine?
but I think it's your turn.
Yeah, just tell me what to do with it.
Oh, cut that baby into a nice table. Give it to a family looking to eat off of it. What do you have?
So
That was like King. What King Mike? Who was the king who cut the baby in half?
Vlad the Impaler. Oh no,
wish
the one who to give it to both mothers to see which one loved it more. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
those
so
equate.
much for that punchline, right? Let me do
punchline-
some research and I'll get back to you on my response.
That punchline is miles behind us
Yeah.
right now.
I could have used my cell phone for that shit.
Could use a payphone. Jeffrey, I heard a story that you were mugged a lot when you used to live in New York, and this invention is inspired by that
Oh,
story.
good.
So
Okay.
you in your joke, you talk about how you knew the people mugging you.
I
right?
did.
And it's like, oh, hey Steve, was it Steve?
Yeah.
Hey Steve, and then you don't even run heroin and all this. Okay, what do people who are mugging you want? They want money, right?
Yeah.
And they're going to mug you regardless of whether they know you or not. And so my invention, hang with me here, fellows, is every block or every 10 blocks there's a building, a mugging bank. You go and you pay like $5 a day. They give you a stamp card. They stamp your card. And then whenever someone comes to mug you, you show them, no, I donated to the mugging bank. Go there and get from that bank.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because if you're getting mugged, most of the time no one gets hurt. You give the person your money. What you're doing is cutting out all that cutting out the fear, cutting out the wasting of time, cutting out the having to get a new ID, all that stuff. So you just go pay your mugging tax, and then people who are going to mug you go and collect from the building, and then you get your stamp card. And if someone mugs you and you had your card stamped that day, they get executed.
Okay. This sounds
I was thinking to myself, like, how does this gonna end in corporal punishment?
Yeah.
Like, how do we punish these people? I want to punish all of them. You know, there's a scene. I feel like there's a scene like that in L.A. Story. Steve Martin. Anybody?
No.
Steve Martin.
No.
Okay. First of all, excellent Steve Martin movie from the 90s, I'd say.
Okay.
And he's kind of at the height of his powers. It's after Roxanne has been a hit. He's kind of like come back. Because you have to realize
Yeah.
he was a live stand-up comedian and he needed a break. And then he came back. But in L.A. Story, there's... they're obviously making fun of L.A. So there's a line of people withdrawing money and then there's a line of muggers.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh,
Right,
that's
and then
great.
the mugger is like, "Hi, I'm Larry. I'll be your mugger today." And they get mugged, and then they go on.
That's hilarious.
And it's very dry.
Can there be
yeah.
different versions of the card based on like how much, like how scared you are, or like
Oh, sure.
this guy's gonna have a gun, this guy's gonna have a knife, this
Yeah.
guy's just gonna show you his strong fists.
Yeah.
It's like Clue, the game, right? There's a Clue element.
Yeah,
Like, does he have a lead pipe?
Is
Is he gonna mug you with a rope somehow?
Imagine mugging
See-
someone with a rope. It's
Yeah.
like, I'll hang you. I'll hang you, I swear to God.
I'm gonna
Hello, it's
hit
me,
this.
Colonel Mustard. I'm here to get my mugging tax.
I just think it'd be an easier way to go about it, because I've been mugged a couple of times now. Yeah, and all that happened was I didn't have any cash on me, so I said, okay, I'll go pull out like $40 from an ATM, and I just went and gave the guy $40.
Two things
Yeah,
about that.
yeah,
Number one, sweet of you.
yeah. Well,
Nice of you.
Whatever.
Number two, never do that in New York City.
Well, I was young. I was
Never take
19.
somebody to the ATM. That's kind of like the cardinal rule.
Really?
Like, get mugged where you're at. Don't take somebody to an ATM.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know any better. I was on a lot of mushrooms and was scared.
That
Listen,
sounds like
Jeffrey,
a mushroomy thing to do.
Yeah.
I understand you're not wanting to do that because you don't understand. There are a lot more ATMs now, so it's a lot less distance you have to travel. All the payphones are now ATMs, so it's easier.
It's what I do. You know what I do is I'm like, oh yeah, you want to? Okay, let's go to the ATM. It's right inside this deli. And then I get in the deli and I run down and I jump over to the counter. And I'm like, now I'm with the deli guys. What are you going to do?
You start
And then
taking
they-
Gonna mug
You
everybody?
start taking orders. You start bringing drinks to tables.
You want an egg and cheese?
Yeah, I thought it would be easier. I didn't know. I was very young. I was like 20 years old when it happened, and I didn't know any better. And I was on a lot of drugs, and so I was like, let's just get this over with. You know,
Sure.
Here's some cash.
Also,
Never got mugged again.
I've also been mugged on drugs.
Oh yeah, it's tough, and it's not. If I was drugged on like cocaine, that'd be different. But I was mugged on an eighth of mushrooms.
Yeah.
So I was just losing my mind. I didn't know what reality was, and then next thing I know, there's a guy demanding money from me.
That's too many mushrooms.
An eighth? That's a dose.
I think an eighth is a lot.
An eighth is a dose. Viewers, write in. Follow our YouTube and write in.
Yeah, imagine if this is the thing they write in.
The last time I ate an eighth of mushrooms, it was at the Smoke and Grooves concert festival in Chicago, Illinois,
Fart.
where Wu-Tang played,
Yeah.
right? I ate an eighth in the car and came to getting mugged by a policeman.
Mugged for your freedom?
Like, it's so strange to just come to, and I was like standing in front of a motorcycle cop, and he took my mushrooms, which counts as mugging.
Yeah.
Apparently, I just had the whole bag. My friend is like, "You were a real genius on that one." The cop came over, you turned around, and you had the entire bag of mushrooms in your hand.
Oh my god.
Mugged.
Wow.
Luckily you didn't get arrested.
I actually have an invention
it's
that
not
goes
luck,
along
it's
with
fucking-
Could you
I'm a white guy. That's the only reason I didn't get arrested.
yeah. This goes along with like a police and getting arrested.
Yeah. Hey Leland, with that invention, could you pop it out of your shirt, let me grasp onto it and breastfeed for a little while?
Yeah, buddy. This is decoy arms.
Yes, yes. I have thoughts on this. Go ahead. I have thoughts. This is excellent.
It's just detachable arms.
Yes.
That you put on your body, and they handcuff those. And then when they think they got you, they rip off and you run away.
Not the only use, by the way.
He got disappointed halfway through.
Yeah.
No, I was like, you have 4 arms now, right?
Yeah.
That was
I
what you
mean-
were excited about? Was having 4 arms?
Imagine, like,
Why? How are you limited with your 2 arms?
you could do a puppet show with a full cast. You could start with 2 characters on stage and then have 2 enter from either side.
By the time it's
And people
done.
would be like, what the hell? How many people they got back there? And then you'd stand up and they'd be like, this is amazing.
And then they go, it's probably because of his 4 arms that he can do that, and it would all make sense.
By the time it's done, the police are like, wait, where did he go? And you're just gone. The puppet show was the distraction.
I like the decoy arm. I
Yeah.
like the
Life
for
of
getting
crime.
arrested.
So they put the cuffs on your arms. They think they have you. And then when they're holding on to the handcuff chain, you rip them off and you run.
That'd be funny to be getting arrested and tell the cop, like, no, arrest me from my paper mache-like arms. Those are the ones I want you to arrest me from, officer.
Not these arms.
Not these
Not
arms.
these arms.
Not these real-looking
I know.
moving
What are
arms.
these?
Yeah,
Who
I
are
don't even know what
these?
these
What?
are. Yeah.
These are tumors.
These are-
Do not put handcuffs on my tumors.
These are big snakes I glued to my shoulder.
That's actually what the decoy arms are.
They're snakes. That's good. Unless you're afraid of snakes.
Yeah.
And then I don't
Yeah.
think this product is for you.
But if you're afraid of snakes, get over it.
Yeah, what are
can't.
you more afraid of, snakes or going to jail?
Yeah.
Snakes
There's probably a lot of
every
snakes
time.
in jail.
Snakes every
Every time?
Yeah.
I don't think we could play this game all night. I don't think there's a thing I'm more afraid of than snakes.
Snakes or death?
I would take snakes.
Wait,
Over death?
over death? Oh.
Idiot. I mean,
You ju-
I can come to terms with an emergency. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
I love how quickly it went from
Like-
there's not a thing in this world that what I'm more afraid
If
of
I'm going to
than
hang out
snakes.
with a snake,
Yeah.
then at least it comes down to more of a transaction. Like, well, I'd be dead anyway, so if you're going to bite me, you're going to bite me, and we're going to get this
Yeah.
over with.
You're
But there's a
Je-
chance.
Jeffrey's like, yeah, just follow me to this ATM, snake. Just,
Yeah.
just right down the block. I got my first date at this ATM.
Oh, man.
Oh, didn't I, though?
Didn't you?
Didn't I?
I love your cadence. I love it, man.
I-
Leland, I like decoy arms. Can we do decoy legs?
So that if they handcuff your legs?
No. For when you when you stub your toe on something, it's actually the decoy toe, and so it doesn't hurt.
That's such a good idea.
You know
but
what I
you
mean?
can still get sympathy from people around?
Exactly. So that you can go, ow, ooh, my toe, and then like shake off the leg. It falls off.
That was a bad stub.
Ooh, that hurt so bad I lost my whole leg. I hope I don't get laid now. Sympathy laid.
I like the idea of, okay, first thing is the decoy arms get handcuffed. You rip those off and you're running.
Yeah.
They chase after you, grab your legs. Those are decoy legs.
I love it.
To tackle your torso, decoy torso.
torso.
You were 20 feet away.
And also, if you have decoy legs, you can sit next to yourself, and decoy arms, you can sit next to yourself on the train. You
Yeah.
can put a pretty good facsimile of a human form next to you on the train.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
You get an empty seat next to you at the train every time.
And you can lean on it when you're tired and sad. When you have woes, you can lean on it.
You could hug yourself
Yeah.
in lieu of a relationship.
could
I
use
could
your-
fuck myself.
You could use your big phone with yourself.
That sounds sensual.
How would,
Defeats the purpose.
When I was a kid, and by kid I mean 26. Oh boy.
can this episode just be called old?
47. I'm 47. When I was a kid, and by that,
I know a 47-year-old who's
like 26.
in much worse mental shape than you are.
They probably have children.
No.
Huh? Well, I guess you got friends in low places then, buddy. Okay, not me. I'm peaking, baby. I'm peaking. No, when I was a kid, I wrote a song called Detachable Arm.
Whoa.
Which was about a man who had a detachable arm.
Full circle.
And when you have to yawn, you just snap it back on. And I'll play.
Because the yawn doesn't work unless both arms go up.
Yeah. And the idea was that I couldn't. This girl would sleep over, and I'd end up getting dead arm on the left side. So what if I had a detachable arm for that?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
And this song is a gem. You can wave to your friend from the Haagen-Dazs if you're sitting over at the sub shop. Because you have a detached. You know what I mean?
Dude, you're not from the 1700s. You're at the sub shop where you'd pay a nickel for a Coca-Cola. Where your pops would come down and hit you.
Scruffle your hair.
Yeah.
Is that what happened? Would your pops hit you?
No. I wish he was around to hit me. See what I...
Yeah, I see what you did.
I see that.
It was fun.
Charlie, do you have any...
I got a stinker. I got a hot stinker I could throw y'all's way.
Okay, yeah, let's do that, and then
I got a problem, too.
Do you want to save the stinker and do the problem?
I'll save the stinker. I like this problem.
Okay, so this is just to let everybody know, this is the portion of the podcast where we pose a problem and then come up with solutions in invention form.
Could I do the thing?
Yeah, sure. What do you want to
Sure.
Okay. So why don't you
Okay.
why don't you go in the bowling alley and switch your shoes for the bowling shoes and throw those on, and go over and find the appropriate size ball, and roll it down and hit those pins and tell us what the problem is.
yeah. What do you got, Charlie?
That was our first guest.
That
was our first guest to
is
do
bad.
that. I loved it.
I don't think that's ever going to happen again.
They're all bad.
Man.
You get nervous in the middle. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You think you got
Yeah.
one, and then the nerves get you
Well,
in the
you
middle.
just have to improv it.
You gotta
and just
push
go.
through. Like, watch me do one right now. Hey, Leland, why
And-
don't you put that invention in a tree and let me climb up and then have some firefighters come and rescue me because I'm scared. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
You kind of just...
Wow.
Hey, Charlie, why don't you take a big old expedition in the middle of the sea and find some buried treasure and open the chest and what do you got inside? They all gotta end
With what do you got?
with what do you got? What do you have?
They're going to the tea too. That was slightly arousing. I must admit.
Going to the tea?
Open the treasure. Okay.
My problem, hey, come on, it's springtime in New York,
Yeah.
baby, I love it, but you know what I don't love? All the sneezing. I can't stop sneezing. but I got gross sneezes. I see some people sneeze and they go, "Achoo," and then I go, "Bless you," and then they look beautiful after. When I sneeze, I ruin outfits. I'll ruin a shirt off a sneeze, baby. I'll wet your grandma with a sneeze. So
Wet your grandma.
It's just so there's so much spit and snot and food I had eaten 2 hours ago. It all just comes out. So I don't know what to do, folks. I got nasty sneezes.
Okay.
Oh, this is the problem.
This is
Okay,
the
I was
problem.
waiting for the solution.
I don't have
No,
a
that's
solution.
what we're coming up with
I
right
have
now.
projectile sneezing myself.
It's
Okay.
tough.
And I sneeze inside my shirt now. Post COVID, I used to sneeze in here, right? But post COVID, I'm doing people a favor. I'm sneezing in the shirt,
Yeah.
and sometimes it goes in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm in a public situation where I have to deal with my own mucus in my armpit until I can get to a safe space. Then I have some napkins and I have to
Payphone.
clean myself up. It's
Okay.
embarrassing.
I got a solution for this. And
Okay.
maybe this will solve yours, but maybe not. But this will definitely solve this one. Tissue bra. It is a bra that you wear across your chest made out of tissues. You sneeze into that and then throw that away.
It's just a bra. Because men we don't really know anything. We're not familiar with what a bra is. Seldom can we.
Leland
Can
goes,
we take them out?
tissue boob holder, cup boob
love
holder.
Because a regular bra would probably work. Probably work. You're eventually gonna have to take it home and wash it, but it's more like a bra handkerchief, like a bra-kerchief.
See, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking not washable, disposable.
Disposable.
Made out of like tissue paper.
How's that gonna hold your titties up though? How are you gonna
It's
get
not to hold
support?
your titties up. It's to just rest on top of them.
Right. So you would wear a bra that would afford you the support that you need
And then
in
this-
regular times.
And then it's on top.
During allergy season, you apply another bra.
Yeah. Because let's be
The
honest.
tissue bra.
Allergy season, it's nice out.
Yeah.
You got to free the nipple. You know, you get out there, you don't have a bra.
Free that nipple.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I got an invention for my problem. I just need some help with it.
Okay.
What do I do with it,
You
folks?
tie it to a pole, you send it up a rope, salute the flag. What do you got?
Salute. It's like, you know those oxygen masks that fit perfectly around your nose and mouth?
Oh, yeah.
Something like that, because that's where the bulk of the gross is coming out is mouth and nose. Some of it comes out of my ears, but we'll deal with that later. So like a little mask that I could just sneeze into, but then what do I do with that mask? I don't want to like carry it
You're
around.
just talking about a regular mask.
No, I'm talking about a sneeze mask.
No, but I mean, during the pandemic, didn't you just sneeze into your mask?
Okay, what if...
No.
You
no,
didn't
I
sneeze
would
into your
take it
mask?
I'll
off.
take it off
I'd
and
take it
sneeze
down.
on
I would
person next to
sneeze
me.
directly into it and then just wear it like a Kleenex on my face for the rest. Yeah,
Brutal.
just
buddy.
cruise, man. I'm
Just-
in the pandy.
What about this, Charlie? That oxygen mask type thing.
Yeah.
But it's got a small vacuum in it.
I love it.
It vacuums into a tube that goes into a container on your hip.
You can wear it like a colostomy bag.
Yes,
And
exactly.
we know from going to the dentist once about 12 years ago that they have that technology, or at least they did back then,
Yeah.
to have a vacuum tube
A little tube that vacuums.
That'd be
into
great.
a bag.
Yeah.
And I could show off my snot throughout the day. I'd be
Yeah,
like,
and then
look
you
how much
can-
I sneezed today.
Oh my God, that is
Hey,
a
babe.
real puddle.
You
Yeah.
can take it home and squeeze the bag out into your big jar.
Ooh, I do have a big jar, Jeffrey, of snot in my house. Don't come over. Jeffrey, don't come over. Jeffrey, don't come over. Jeffrey, I'm alone, don't.
All right, should we wrap? Jeffrey, thank you so much for coming
It's
on.
been fun.
We have one more segment.
There's another segment though.
This one was invented by our past co-host, Mia Faith Hammond.
Oh, great.
And we started off hating it, but now we love it. We think it's fun and silly.
Hey, go see Mia's show. I know this comes out tomorrow and her show's tonight. But go see her show tonight.
Yeah. So this segment is you have to give each one of us a sincere compliment, knowing you will not receive one in return.
Mm-mm.
There are two caveats. My compliment cannot be apartment-based, and Charlie's compliment has to be good. It can't be backhanded. It can't be a sly remark. You can start with whoever you want. You won't be getting a compliment back.
Leland, goddammit. I mean,
Oh, you just said the D word.
What the hell?
I made it the whole time. Shoot.
It's all right. We'll let it slide.
I can't believe I made it all night. I made it 3.5 hours. Leland, you just have a
Wonderful apartment.
you have a gentle way about you.
Okay.
I find that I trust you. If I got into a jam, and my wife and closer family members, and then to the inner circle of friends, none of those people were available. I feel like I could call you if I was in trouble and I needed something, or heaven forbid, I'm in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I'm over on 8th, right? I want a
Maybe even
peanut butter sandwich.
7th.
Something. Is that it?
That's
yeah,
it.
you're right.
Yeah.
No, you're sweet. I think you're a sweetheart.
Okay. Well, you're right. I would come to your aid.
I love this guy. Charlie. Charlie. I've got a compliment for you. What is the whip her joke? What is the 7:30?
1738.
Okay, so
Showed her how to whip it.
I'm assuming that's probably like a Blink 182 song or something.
Fetty Wap.
I don't know. I honestly don't know the song.
Mhm.
Okay.
I honestly don't know it. But the way you did that joke the other night at the show, and the way that you did it, I thought it was hilarious, even though I wasn't familiar with the song.
Yeah, okay. Those were compliments.
Yeah,
Those were. Segment over. Jeffrey, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it was
Jeffrey.
fun.
Great.
Really fun.
Where can the people find
Anytime.
you, Jeffrey? Look into the camera.
Look
Speak
at
from
this.
the heart. Don't ever lie to anybody.
I was like, why is this super bright light in my face? And it turns out
It's the camera.
Yeah,
right
we
there.
There's
just
the
like to
camera
see
right
each
there.
other while we're doing the podcast.
Yeah.
that's sweet.
Showed her how to whip it.
Yeah.
Or is there anything you want to plug? Or
No. Just do your thing. Do your best out there, folks.
you got your show on
be good to
Thursdays?
each other. We have
What
our show. We have a show on Thursday night in Brooklyn, and you should come. You should come see it. You
So,
should
yeah.
come see it. It's
Just
good.
start every Thursday morning. Go to every bar, ask them
Walk.
if they have a show tonight.
Pound the pavement. Right? You're gonna get out of it what you put into it. If you spend several hours looking for our show, it's gonna be worth it. I
Right.
promise. No,
I'm-
it's at Basic, which is on Graham Avenue, off of the Graham. I'll stop at 8 p.m.s on Thursdays.
It's a very fun show.
Yeah, we've both done it. It's a great show. And I'm at Leland Comedy on all the social medias.
A
Alright.
guy like me, you can find me on Instagram at Charlie V. Dawson. Some people would say I just got a new profile picture. Go check it out. I
Oh.
look fucking great in it. Some
Oh.
people say I might even post a stand-up clip soon. What?
Oh.
I don't freaking know what's gonna happen.
Do the
I'm
words
not
come on the
God.
screen? Can you make the words come on the screen?
I'll make the words
as
come
you
everywhere.
talk? Oh, no.
I'll put a finger in the word's ass. I know that's what they need. Follow the podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Idiots Catalog. Find us on Spotify and iTunes. Give us a listen. We release episodes every Wednesday. Subscribe to our YouTube. We post the video of the episodes a week after the audio. See our beautiful faces. God damn it, we're hot. Send us an email at theidiotscatalog@gmail.com. Send us your invention ideas. Send us some problems. Send us a goddamn compliment. Guess what, folks? You will not be getting
Not
one
getting
in
it back.
return.
I have a compliment.
Yeah.
That all that stuff, like the business stuff that you just did,
Yeah.
excellent,
Oh, thanks.
Yeah?
effortles.
Well, Leland does all the work. I just say the words.
Yeah, we jump back and
Yeah, we
forth.
jump back
Yeah.
and forth.
Um,
And as we always say,
to end every episode, Aww, that was kind of funny. Aw, that was kind of funny.
Thanks, folks.
Thanks for listening.